it seems whenever someone mentions deleting files or talks about it in a YouTube video or shares it somehow on the internet, there's always a smartass that's gonna say, well, you know what? Actually, there is a way to recover those files. So today, I want to talk about deleting files, recovering them, and is it worth it? Let's do that. So I'm sure we all know that whenever you delete a file by going to File, Delete, it's not actually deleted. You're just deleting a record from a table of contents, but the file itself still remains on a hard drive. So the easiest thing to do, and what some people would like to do, is they would just take a bunch of dummy data, like some video files, and copy it to a hard drive after deleting, overwriting that empty space. This way, whatever the file you deleted actually gets overwritten with some other data. Now, you can, of course, do it a better way and take an application that you will point to a file, and it's going to go to the physical location on the hard drive and overwrite that space many times over to make sure, you know, there's tons of overwrites happen in the same location and there is no chance of recovering that file. And if you really want to go crazy, you can actually order service which will physically shred your hard drive. They'll put the literal hard drive into a shredder, physically destroying it. So the other day I was watching a video of a YouTuber who took his old computer and he used it for target practice. Like, him and his wife went out in the backyard, they live in the country, and they were shooting guns at it. They put lots and lots of bullet holes in the computer case, including the hard drive. The thing was full of holes, looked completely destroyed, and even then, somebody in the comments said, well, actually, you know, there is a way to recover the data, and you can have FBI dip the disks in a special asset, and they came up with all kinds of crazy explanation, which I know actually is possible. There is this super complicated process where platters are removed from the hard drive and they put into some kind of substance, and what they're able to do is figure out previous writes to the hard drive, and they're able to recover up to 7 overwrites of the same space by monitoring level of the charge on the platter. I'm sure it is crazy complicated process and it would be extremely expensive to do. So whenever we talk about deleting and recovering data, we need to think about why we're doing it. What's the point? What can people gain from recovering data? And when we talk about recovering data from someone's personal computer, well, there isn't a whole lot you can get by putting all the effort into recovery. Let's say you found somebody's hard drive on the street. Well, you can spend tons of money trying to recover as much as possible. But what are you actually going to get from it? The idea is the investment, how much you're going to invest into recovery efforts, and what is the trade-off for putting all the work in. Like, imagine you're trying to rob a store, but it has a pretty good security. So yes, you can figure out how to get around that security, how to, you know, disable the alarm or something else. But if the store doesn't have enough valuable stuff in it, it's not worth robbing, even though you're technically able to get around security and pick a lock and all that. And so same here. Let's say you put hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars into recovering somebody's deleted hard drive that you found. But why? What are you practically going to get from it, right? You may get like a web browsing history, you may even get some logins, but it is unlikely you're going to get any passwords because they're probably going to be stored in encrypted password manager. What are you going to do? Find some documents, tax returns? Best you're going to get is some social security numbers. And those go for like, I don't know, like $5 to $10 on the black market. That's what I heard. So they're not even worth anything. There is not much you can do with social security number. So even though you are able to recover data after someone deletes their hard drive and maybe donates the computer over, you don't need to scream that, oh my God, it's all recoverable, it's all recoverable. You're gonna need to put so much time and money into recovery, and you'll get pretty much nothing from it. So yes, with enough time and money, you can decrypt or recover somebody's personal data from a hard drive that you found, but is it practically worth doing? Probably not. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Don't forget to follow on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube. I'll see you in another video.